MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Houston Astros. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Charlie Morton gets the start for Houston in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, Charlie Morton is an interesting guy. Kind of turned his career around a few years ago when he decided to change his arm angle to that of Roy Halladay, the former Blue Jays and Phillies pitcher. Overpowering fastball at times with sink, 92 to 95 miles an hour, sweeping slider, and the changeup. The key is he needs that sinker, that two-seamer, to throw it early on in the strike zone.
Lifted down the line in left. Gonzalez on the move. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting nine for this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Yeah, you know, I love what the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson, does for this ball club. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Man at third, and a very early opportunity for him to drive in a run. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit as the run will score from third, and the Blue Jays have grabbed a 1-0 lead.
No, you try and execute a pitch, Dan. I'll leave you to answer that. But right there as a batter, you see the infield back. You take everything, all the variables into consideration. You're not trying to do too much. Anything on the ground that stays off the corners gets you an arb the hole, and he's got a knock to go with it.
You know, it's so frustrating as a pitcher, D-Row. You think what you make is a good pitch, infield playing back, a ball is able to sneak through, a base hit and a run batted in. So close, but yet so far from getting out of that inning unscathed.
First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. The next 3-2. Runner going a second time. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Donaldson rounds the corner and is headed home. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
Here's Kendrys Morales. Line hard to the left side. Foul. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. The 0-1 pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. On to the third baseman, but it's off the mark. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away. Digging in the switch hitter, Solarte. And now the Blue Jays look to put some more across the plate in this opening frame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And a relay to the plate. And he will beat the throw to McCann, safe at home plate.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
Russell Martin now. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 0-1 home to Martin. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. Here's the 1-2. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. Solarte isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Tag there by McCann. They got him at the plate.
Batting eighth, center fielder number 11.
Digging in now, Kevin Pillar, who represents the 8th man to bat here in the first with 4 runs already on the board. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Jay Happ gets the ball for the Blue Jays in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, as you can see, he's a tall drink of water out there, especially on the mound. That can really work to your advantage because you work on more of a downhill plane and you typically get more extension to the plate on your release. The key, though, is that he has to be out front with his release point or he'll be more likely to miss up in the zone.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Now the pitch. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Hard hit to first. Smoke ranges to his right. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. What's the key for them tonight, Hero?
Matty, this lineup finds himself in the hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. You can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
Grounded down the third baseline. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Next up for the Astros, Carlos Correa. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. In there, 0-1.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty. Power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single. and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Stepping in for the Jays, Richard Arena. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Missed with a breaking ball. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 1-2. Hit hard down the line. So this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Richard Arena goes down to become the first out here in the second inning. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard, but this is a foul ball. Here it comes, 0-2. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Count remains at 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with one away.
Up next for the
Now in the
Blue Jays,
box, Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Now the 0-1. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Striding in once again, Josh Donaldson. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball off the plate away for ball one.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. Here's Justin Smoke now.
batting, first baseman, Justin Smoke.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Hit out towards second. Altuve to his right. He has it on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here now the 2-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
The 3-2 one more time. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
Batting fifth.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. Here it comes. Changeup called strike one.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike one, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 2 out, nobody on. And he just ramps up, and here's the fastball by him. 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Kendrys Morales.
Leading off for Toronto, designated hitter, Kendrys Morales.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the curveball induces a big swing and a miss.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And a fastball just a bit high.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And the throw on the first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. And it doesn't look like the manager fully agrees with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays, and looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Blue Jays have elected to.
So here's one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
And the review process appears to be coming to an end, so here comes the decision. And he is indeed out at first as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game. Standing in now, Yonhervis Solarte. On the move is Springer. But he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. Ready for another chance. Russell Martin, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lays off 1-0. The 1-0 home. Hit on the ground out to short. And there's out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Pillar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one. Pilar is often heralded for his defensive capabilities patrolling the outfield. So much, in fact, it's not uncommon to hear the word elite when used in talking about his skill set. So I guess it goes without saying. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, and they are squarely into chip-away mode, looking at a 6-0 deficit already in this one. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's one gone. Striding in for Houston, Evan Gattis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball one. Little tapper down the third baseline. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away. Digging in, Brian McCann. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. This is line to left, and there's the first hit of the game for Houston. Here's George Springer. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
George Springer.
Now a snap move over to first, and the runner back in standing. From the stretch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The 1-2. And another foul ball. McCann, the runner at first with 2 gone. Another one sent foul.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Swing and a little tapper. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he struck him out. So he was forced to make 9 pitches that at bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Next to bat for Toronto, Richard Arena. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Altuve has a play. 1 down. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Curtis Granderson. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Ball one. The 1-0. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth. Ready to take his hacks again to Oscar Hernandez, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
When you dive into the numbers in this start, it's hard to believe that this guy's pitching as poorly as he has. Over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes, but a lot of those have been right down the middle, right into the hitting zone.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Astros, second baseman, Jose.
First pitch of the at-bat. Too low, 1-0. The 1-0. Misses inside off the plate.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Now at the plate, Carlos Correa. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Correa.
Has a look, now the pitch. Throw down to second. Altuve aboard here at first with nobody out. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. Just keeping him close. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Right fielder.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. He's set and the pitch. Snap throw from the catcher.
No ball, 1 strike.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ball game for the Astros to this point. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. Hit in the air out to center field. Urena moving to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now a snap throw to first and a dive, but he's back. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one right down Main Street. Now the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center.
Waiting on it is Hernandez.
And the inning is over. Digging in once again, Josh Donaldson. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Third baseman, Josh.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing.
Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw. Joe Smith gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Justin Smoke will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. He's in at second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. Here's Kendrys Morales. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
Oh, and 2, here it is. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. Smoke is on his way home. He scores as they push their lead to 8 now. Digging in and looking for more, Yonherbis Solarte. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Line drive to left. In there, a base hit. Now at the plate, Russell Martin. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. The 0-1 home to Martin. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Ready for another shot now, Kevin Pillar. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And that gets him on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. At the plate, Richard Arena, 0-for-2 on his line thus far. Looking to minimize the damage here. Hit on the ground out to short. Correa scoops it up. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Comes into this at-bat 0-for-1 in the ballgame.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
0-2 the count to Evan Gattis. Pitch on the way. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is fouled at the plate. Again, a 1-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Curtis Granderson. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted into center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases.
Granderson around second, headed for third.
The relay, and he is in there. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, But if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Teoscar Hernandez goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Josh Donaldson is sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th. First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. Bregman on the move. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Brian McCann, a base hit in his first trip.
Catcher, Brian McCann.
This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And it's quickly 0-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. So the batting order turns over now and set to go George Springer. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Ready for another chance? Jose Altuve. A fly out and a single for him so far. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Now the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And there's ball 1. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Gonzalez racing back. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. Striding in once again, Yonhervis Solarte. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. Correa comes up with it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Russell Martin. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is flared out towards second, and this is taken for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Pillar. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0. This one's down to third. Bregman has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
Astros shortstop in front with a 3-1 count. Due next is Josh Reddick as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. The 3-2 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-1 home. Hit on the ground to third. Donaldson's up with it. The second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Ready for another shot now. Richard Arena. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch coming. Here it is. Up around the face.
1-0.
The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
It is Curtis Granderson. He made it to third on a triple in his previous appearance.
First pitch on its way. Fastball down near the shoe tops. The 1-0. Now a bunt attempt here. Thrown on to first by McCann, and it winds up being a successful sacrifice. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded back up the middle. On to first, and there are 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Altuve has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Tyler Clippard is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 36, Tyler Clippard.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
Left fielder, Marwin.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's a strike. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Evan Gaddis now standing in. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. Will Harris enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Here's Justin Smoke now. 2 doubles for him to this point in the game. First pitch on its way. Ripped down the line. This is foul for the first strike. The 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Here's Kendrys Morales. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. From the stretch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And that's the 2nd out. Ready once again, Yonhervis Solarte. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. This is line to left, and that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Catcher, Brian McCann.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looking at strike 2. A fastball that catches the inside corner. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And flirting with danger on a changeup that missed high for a ball.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing it that way.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, George Springer. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. No balls and a strike to count. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1 home. And that jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. 1 out, nobody on. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. Here's the first pitch to him. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Popped him up. After it is Granderson. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Last strike now for Houston. And strike 3 called on a pitch that looked out of the zone. And that's the kind of ball game it's been for these guys, as this one is officially put into the books.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are 2 different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. The Blue Jays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jay Happ gets the W on the mound. Charlie Morton allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.